Here with Emry Schwalm at the Liberty Bell Invitational. When it says visitor parking only, that space now needs to be reserved for one of the all-time great heritage athletes and one of the most brilliant performances in Liberty Bell history. 1645 to edge Delaney Reuter in 1645-1. Literally a step at the end, a lean at the best possible time. Emry, brilliant performance. But when you were at the base of the incline, did you feel like you had enough energy and enough of a surge, and B, like that you weren't going to run out of room?
I didn't know it was going to happen until like halfway up the parking lot. I knew I was going to gain on her and push the hardest that I could, but it wasn't until I was halfway through the parking lot where I was like, this might happen. And so just, giving it everything I had.
I mean, both the Saucony boys sweepstakes race and the Runners Roost girls sweepstakes race are historic in terms of the depth. 4 guys under 14:45, 4 women under 17. That's never happened before in the history of this meet. But it's always better when Heritage brings home the gold, not only individually but team-wise as well. Like, I mean, when you woke up this morning at whatever ungodly hour it was, and it was still dark outside, like, does this line up to about as perfect a day as you could have dreamed it could have been for you and your girls?
Yeah, I associate a lot, or I give a lot of my success to the Lord, and so I just think that like my faith is what has given me the confidence, but also just the trust and the peace of doing what I do.
Absolutely. I appreciate you talking about that so much. I mean, obviously, just to be able, even when you're 2.5 miles in, 3 miles in of a 5K, and you're hurting and you're trying to find just that extra gear, like just turning it all over to Him, right? Just just saying like, Lord, like just lead me to whatever the outcome is. Lead our team to whatever the outcome is. Even when it's hurting as much as it is, and there's just so much emotion and so much ambient noise going on, like just for you to be able to kind of find peace and calm in a moment like that, like how special was that?
Oh, it was so special, and I woke up this morning feeling like something special was going to happen. I spent time in my Bible, I did my journaling, and I was like, you know what, Lord, I surrender this race to you, and He totally delivers every time.
Are you cognizant of like a specific verse like during warm-ups or even during the race or whatever that's playing, or just a specific aspect of his word or the scripture that's really fueling you?
Yeah, this week my church was meditating on Isaiah 6:8, which is Jesus is talking about whom shall we call and who shall go for us, and it says then that I said, Lord, send me, like I shall go. So just really listening to His call and surveying for mission.
Well, it couldn't have been more appropriate at the end, right? You got the call and you got sent. Emry, I mean, obviously, that stretch on the parking lot and the incline. You, Caroline, the rest of the group, better than anyone. For people that don't understand, like it's deceptive, right? Like if we think about like the incline outside the equestrian center at Norris Penrose, before you make that curve, and then it's like 150 meters straight away to the finish. Like people know like what a deciding moment that could be on that incline. This is obviously like a little bit more gradual, but still you have to respect it all the same. For people that don't know, like what kind of a challenge does that last incline present?
I mean, I think that like, especially the lower part is very competitive or comparable to state. And it's long. So you got like a 0.1 of just straight uphill. I will say on race day, it doesn't feel as hard as it does on any other workout. You've got the people pushing you and it's just like, it's the finish.
Are you doing repeats on that stretch just to kind of simulate and visualize what that's going to be like at the end of a race?
We don't do it much up this parking lot. We really can't get the cars to, make way for us or whatever, but we do a lot of hill repeats.
Awesome. Last thing, like I said, not just your success, but obviously the team as well. You can't handpick the competition, but you always know that Air Academy is going to show up, Mountain Vista is going to show up, Chaparral's going to show up. Like just how significant, how meaningful, how powerful is this for you and your group? Because you and your teammates and coaching staff and family get to see it every day. You put it on display for the entire state of Colorado and the United States today.
Yeah, no, it's incredible, and to do it with these girls, like I'm just so blessed because our team really hasn't like dreamt of this happening in any year before. So to have this group and it to be our senior year is just so special. I love them all so much.
Absolutely. 1645 to 1645 if you don't think that you need to lean or extend the foot or the leg in cross country, Emry Schwalm reminded us that yes, indeed, you do. Brilliant performance for both her and Delaney Reuter and Claire Giberson and Madison Lang. Again, history made. 4 girls under 17 for the first time ever in the Runners Roost Girls Sweepstakes race. Emry, fantastic job.
Thank you so much.